the time to quit. As I told Gary Hart. It's getting interesting, isn't it? You know, I was thinking today, I don't need this show. You know why?
Why?
I got a letter today telling me that I can either win a Rolls Royce or a fountain pen if I only visit San Clemente Estates. You ever get one of those letters? Just to look at our property? I think it was from you. Hello, Tom.
How are you?
Oh, blazer and slacks tonight, huh?
Yeah.
Nice.
So you can always tell the leader because they have a different outfit than the rest of the guys.
Yeah.
Where's Doc?
Doc is at the University of Indiana at an international brass conference.
The International Brass Conference?
Brass.
Brass. What do they do at an International Brass Conference?
Holly's the old now, baby.
I'm not going to ask you anything else. You're too good. Tommy is he's a lonely guy. I'll tell you that. You seen Tommy's doormat?
Yeah.
Says Amway salesman welcome. Now that's lonely. Tommy is also a wardrobe consultant to the defendants on People's Court. You ever watch that show, People's Court? I like that show, you know. It's an interesting show, and I like the judge on there. I'm talking Judge Wapner. Judge Wapner. That's his real name. Of course, People's Court is just a stepping stone for him. He hopes to get the ultimate appointment. Celebrity judge on Dance Fever. Anyway, I just saw an item come in on the teletype. Gary Hart just met with the late Mayor Daley of Chicago and came up with 300 more delegates. Well, the final results of the California primary were interesting. Gary Hart came up with he won overwhelmingly over Walter Mondale, right? But Mondale was actually rejected by people in California, but he shouldn't feel bad that he was rejected by Californians, because other things have been rejected by Californians. Ties, underwear. Weird joke. Democrats, of course, are now into a new phase. Now that the finalists have been announced, it's on to San Francisco for the swimsuit competition. There is, I've been able to top you so far. Do you know there's talk now of a Mondale Hart ticket? That would be a good idea. Give the Democrats a chance to come together and concentrate on looking for a presidential candidate. You see, the nice thing, if you've been watching television lately, it is a certain advantage to being the incumbent, like President Reagan. Did you see television yesterday and last night?
Yeah.
Reagan standing on the cliff, by a cliff in Normandy Beach, giving this moving speech while the band in the background is playing America the Beautiful. While he was doing that, Gary Hart was shaking hands in a video arcade in Paramus, New Jersey. What's up? They have been showing a lot of D-Day footage, of course, which was yesterday, June 6th, the past few days. Kids today didn't know what to make of that. They can't relate to that. They thought it was a less violent episode of the A-Team. They didn't think that? It was a moving ceremony. Did you know West Germany was insulted because they were not invited to the D-Day ceremonies? That is true. They were angry. They said if it wasn't for Germany, you wouldn't even have had that war. That's how angry they were. Got anything else? Now, last night on ABC's Nightline, they did something very intriguing. I don't know how many of you saw it. They recreated D-Day and reported it with modern-day reporters as if it just happened yesterday, using today's television report. It was fascinating.
Great.
I thought it was a bit too much, with Barbara Walters interviewing Hitler. sing Tell Me Mein Fuhrer, When Are You and Ava Tying the Knot? I thought that was... NBC News tried to jump in on the bandwagon and recreate D-Day 2. Tom Brokaw said, with 1% of the fighting in, NBC projects Germany the winner. Here's some interesting... What? Ooh, like this. Please change the subject. As you probably know, in California, we've had some problems with the fruit flies out here and so forth. The Department of Agriculture today announced that the fruit fly has been eradicated in California. Actually, they're not gone for good. They're just vacationing at Club Midfly. Here's another. Are you in the mood for some financial news? This is an intriguing statement today. According to the according to the financial pages of the Los Angeles Times, Walt Disney Corporation has bought the third largest greeting card company in America, the Gibson Company. Now, if you think about that, I think it'd be kind of weird. Disney going into the greeting cards? I hate to think that there's a death in the family, and you get a card, one of those talking cards, and you pull a little tab and it says, Goofy just wants you to know how bad I feel. Anyway, I don't think that makes it. So, tonight, really good mood. We got a good show for you. We have one of the great singers, Johnny Mathis, is with us tonight. Fascinating lady who's been a frequent guest on this show. I know nothing about gardening, but Thalassa Crusoe comes here trying to teach us how to mulch. To mulch. She is the mistress of mulch, the guru of the garden. Thalassa Crusoe is with us, and we also have another little short segment of what we call moron movies that are kind of strange. So thanks for coming. We'll be with you in just a couple of minutes.